life can really be overwhelmed in a world that is quite chaotic. Yeah. Now, for children on the spectrum, routine becomes the game changer in this chaotic world. Okay. So why is this that important? Well, that's exactly what we're going to be talking about today. Special shout out to the lady who asked me to do this video. And if you're there and you want me to do something, please go ahead and hit me up either on my inbox or on my comment section on any of my social media handles. So let's dive in. Why does routine matter in our children on the spectrum? So for our children on the spectrum, routines create some level of predictability in our world that is mostly chaotic for them. So this helps to reduce the anxiety. It helps to create some level of calmness, and it also helps to create some level of control in their day-to-day. So you can think of routine as a roadmap for them every single day. So days that there are no routines, it is so chaotic as it comes. And anytime when you think of a child on the spectrum, any level of predictability usually equates to reduced anxiety and increasing calmness. So what are the key benefits of routines for our children on the spectrum? The first thing, as I've said, is reduces anxiety. So helps to prepare this child. And the second, it reduces surprises. So usually they have less risk of them going into a sensory overwhelm, okay? Because if you've been able to go through what they expect to do on the following day and how they expect to do, then you find they'll just wake up knowing exactly what they're supposed to do, and usually they will go ahead and do it. If you want your child to be calmer and less anxious, remember to always plan, organize everything that you're going to be doing on the following day or in the following week or even in the following month, really depending on how big and magnitude it is on this child's life. The second benefit of routine is that it helps in skill building and independence. Yes, so I did a video on building sensory friendly homes, and one of the things I said in that video, I'm going to tag it. One of the things I said in that video is the fact that our children now need to be as independent as possible. Okay? Skill building and independence is one of the things we must actively and intentionally be teaching our children on the spectrum. So what routine does, it helps them to do repetitions in routines. For example, you are teaching your child to wash themselves. For example, you're teaching your child to be able to bath by themselves. Okay, you need to sit as a parent and create a routine on that. You see, so for example, even for us, when you go to bath, you don't sit and think, okay, what do I need to start with? No, these things are almost so automatic. And that's exactly what routine does, okay? So if you want your child to learn how to bath, you need to sit that. What is the first thing I go when I want to bath? First thing is I need to prepare the clothes that I want to wear after bathing. After you've prepared your clothes, the second thing is you remove your clothes, then you enter the shower. Once you've entered the shower, turn on the tap, wet your whole body, you can start washing your head, then the rest of your body, then you take a scrubber, you scrub the whole of your body, make sure every part gets soap, and then you rinse yourself. Okay, so that if that is done as repetition in a routine, it becomes a skill. That means it gets to a point where your child knows this is a time for bathing. Imagine for some kids it will be like every time I get home after school, I remove my clothes, I go to shower. Imagine once you're able to do that, you'll not even have to remind him. But once you're able to ingrain that as part of their routine, this thing will be automatic. So it's through that, when you're able to do that in repetitive form, you build skill and independence. It gets to a point where this child can actually run their day, a full day, without really needing any support. Then the third thing is emotional regulation. Now, as much as we put activities on this child's day, we should always remember to create also time for them to be able to calm. Okay, and these are times where I usually say you allow them to do what they want to do. You can tag it as a calm time or explorative time or just curiosity time, where really you don't put anything in this particular block of time. Okay, so you find maybe, for example, they've done their chore for the day, then the rest of the afternoon they may decide to just be free. Okay, and it's usually this time, try to observe and see what are they most likely to be doing. What are the things that they naturally inclined to whenever they have their free time? Because it is through this time that you're able to also be able to pick the interest of this child, the things they really enjoy. So when they are doing these things, most of the time you find their emotions are much more regulated because it's something they love, it's something they enjoy. Okay, and if, for example, if it is something like a screen, and you know a screen is usually not one of the best things for children on the spectrum, then even transitioning from this activity to the next, you need to be able to do it slowly. Again, if you have to go to that watch video, I explained on how you are able to do some easy and smooth transitioning. What are the tips for creating effective routines? The first thing is you need to start small and build gradually. You don't just wake up and structure this child's day for a child who has never had a routine in their life. No. So the major ones I usually say is first start with the morning routine and the bedtime routine. Those ones. Then once you've mastered these ones, now you can start putting routines based on the type of skills you want your child to learn and based on the things that they enjoy to do. Okay? So that's where you start. Start small and build gradually. Then the second thing is for our children who are non-speaking, please remember to use visuals. Okay, visual schedules is really important for our children who are non-speaking and you think they are not able to sustain a good amount of attention. Okay, so with visual scheduling, you can start, for example, for a morning routine, you just put a series of cards maybe on the bedside and just say a child wakes up, the first thing is they pray. Once they've finished their praying, they put on their shoes, they go have breakfast. Once they've done their breakfast, maybe depending the age of the child, they come and make their bed or they come and brush their teeth. So you do that. Even now, for example, if they're not even brushing their teeth, how do people brush their teeth? That's a skill. You need to build a routine in that. Then the third aspect we should always remember to incorporate the sensory breaks and downtime. And that's what I said. So these are the times where you don't put anything. These are the times where you allow them to access their safe space. And if you don't know something about their safe space, please go watch that video again. It really has a compendium of everything that we're saying. Okay, so create safe spaces where you tell your child, whenever you feel your child is overwhelmed, allow them to go and sit there. You can go sit there with them, depending on the age. If they want, if they don't, then it's okay. Allow them to go sit there just to chill. And then sometimes even when they're doing, when they're having that free time, they may decide to go sit there. It's okay. So the key thing is let there be sensory breaks and let there be downtime. Like, don't just fill this child's day with everything that you think they need to learn. It's never an emergency. And the fourth thing is consistency. Remember, we said to build skills, to build independence, to stick it. Something is a routine when it's consistent. Okay? So remember, consistency is key. But still, there has to be some level of flexibility, depending with the day, depending with what they like, depending with the mood of the day, depending with what is happening on that particular day. Okay, so as much as yes, you're building a routine, you're teaching them to do a particular skill, but the key thing is there has to be some level of flexibility, both by the parent and also the child, but also there has to be some consistency. So there has to be that level of balance. And the most important thing is, if your child is old enough, please involve them in building the routines. Let them be able to decide what they want to do, how they want to do, when they want to do. The key thing is your goals as a parent need to have been accomplished. All right? So that brings us to a close, and this is what I can say. Every autistic child is unique. Okay? And because we are unique, routines usually make it easy for them to have some level of predictability, some level of control, and also some level of organization. Okay, so as we build routines for our children, remember those three benefits. We are reducing anxiety, we are building their skills and independence, and we are helping them to regulate their emotions better. So thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe, and even more important, share this information with other people. And if there's any other topic that you want me to talk about, please feel free to tag me and hit me up. Till then, bye bye and God bless you.